Oh, Japan. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 super awesome, super weird Japanese games. It's no secret that some Japanese video games can walk the line between bizarre and batshit crazy. While we've definitely seen enough weird content to last about 1,000 lifetimes, some of that strangeness ends up being, well, awesome, even if it makes us a bit uncomfortable. Number 10, Takeshi's Challenge. Some people dream of working on video games. We're not sure if that was the case with this comedian/actor/director, Takeshi Kitano, but he certainly has some interesting ideas.
Both of these commercials were actually cryptic hints on how to complete difficult parts of the game.
The biggest challenge here is figuring out what the hell is going on. Quitting your job, getting a divorce, hitting everyone in your path, nonsensical puzzles. None of this made sense, and yet that's what makes it so intriguing. Being able to conquer the game has become a badge of honor of sorts. Was that the entire point? Well, we'll probably never know. Number 9, Wario Ware series.
Through this dance, you channel the quiet dignity of a circus clown.
Oh, Wario, you money-hungry, motorcycle-riding, farting disaster of a man. We love ya. You're the exact opposite of Mario in every way. Even your video games are unorganized time wasters. So what's the point of Wario Ware? Spoiler, there really isn't one. It's just a series of micro games strung together that you have a few seconds to complete. And that's it.
Excellent!
And these aren't exactly award-winning games. We're talking flipping eggs, jumping rope, picking noses. Yeah, you heard that one right. You've got 5 seconds to pick a nose. And by the way, it is the most intense 5 seconds in Nintendo history. Alright, it's not, but it's still fun. Number 8, Mystical Ninja, starring Goemon. While Goemon has a slew of games in Japan, he only has a handful in the US, and this N64 classic is undoubtedly the best one. An action-adventure game kinda similar to the likes of Mario 64 or Ocarina of Time. Goemon faces villains who arrive in a peach-shaped spaceship with a dastardly plan to turn Japan into a theater. Oh no, not dancers! Quick, to the roller skating robot! With its quirky humor, catchy music, and fun gameplay, Goemon may have been odd, but he was, in fact, awesome. Number 7, I'm sorry. Can you imagine a game like this being released today? Here's the premise. Japan's former prime minister, Kekui Tanaka, is out collecting gold bars and punches whoever gets in his way. He's not defending the world or even protecting the country, because all he really cares about here is money. While the title makes you think that he's apologizing for his greedy ways, it's actually a play on the Japanese word for prime minister. Sorry. We're not sure if the ballsiness of calling out a former prime minister is what makes this game awesome, or the fact that some of the enemies included Madonna and Michael Jackson. Number 6, Gitaroo Man.
Whoa! Oh, no, not again!
We wish that more people would solve their problems with music. After all, who doesn't like a guitar-wielding hero with a talking dog? U1 was just an ordinary boy with an unordinary name. Picked on by classmates, ignored by his dream girl, the only one who saw his greatness was Puma, the talking dog we just mentioned.
Here you want.
The pup teaches U1 how to play guitar, transforms into a boombox, and gifts U1 with the legendary Gitaroo, which turns the boy into an epic guitar-playing hero 4 years before harmonics ever made it cool. Number 5, Catherine.
Look, from here on out, I'm afraid you're on your own.
There's a guy who's uncomfortable with the thought of marriage who cheats on his girlfriend. Did we mention that this was developed by Atlas? Well, cue the weird shit. So, a nightmare world where men are sheep? Check. The main character traversing strange puzzles in nothing but boxers and horns? Check. Disturbing bosses like giant babies and weird butt creatures? Double check. Your girlfriend being named Catherine with a K, while the woman you're having an affair with is named Catherine with a C? That's just a coincidence. And also, she's a succubus. With challenging gameplay, memorable characters, and an unsettling atmosphere. It's exactly what we expect from Atlas.
Yeah! Suck it! I win! Ha ha ha!
Number 4, Seaman.
Because I'm part fish, I must be cold, insensitive, and creepy.
With a face like that, you're likely not gonna forget about your Seaman the way you forgot about your Neopet. Oh, sick burn, Seaman.
I may not look so hot to you, but you should see yourselves through my eyes.
The Seamen are some sort of strange aquatic species with a surprisingly in-depth backstory about reincarnated beings who spread knowledge across the land. But enough about that. Let's tap the glass, have a conversation with our significant others, and watch our Seaman interact with one another? Well, as bizarre as this game is, much like Neopet, it sucks you in before you realize that you've been talking to a man-faced fish thing for hours. We blame Leonard Nimoy for this. Yes, the Leonard Nimoy.
You'll witness before you a phenomenon like no other. My name is Leonard Nimoy, and I will be your guide.
No.
Number 3, Eastern Mind, The Lost Souls of Tongno. It would kind of just be easier to play a clip of this game instead of actually trying to explain it, but here we go. As Rin, your soul is stolen by an entire island. An island that happens to be a giant floating green head. You still with us? Kinda? Okay. Well, Rin's friend, Yashiro, gives him a temporary soul, because that's what friends do, right? Now Rin has 49 days to retrieve his soul by going inside the head. And then the game just kinda happens. That's the best way to describe it. Whether or not it's trippier than Osamu Sato's other creation, LSD Dream Emulator, is a question that still plagues us. Number 2, Katamari Damacy series. This is probably the most colorfully addictive game on this list. There's a plot in there somewhere, which the more flamboyant version of the Burger King mascot will fill you in on with elegant words and complete nonsense. Then he'll proceed to obliterate you if you fail and belittle you if you don't succeed up to his standards. Essentially, get 100 points or be made to feel like that piece of gum at the bottom of your Katamari ball. So, roll everything up, and we mean everything, and then watch as you grow big enough to roll up the cosmos and then the king. Before we get to our number 1 pick, let's make things awkward with these honorable mentions.
I've had enough! I'll boil you alive!
Number 1, Hatoful Boyfriend. Just something about those feathers, the sweet peck of the fine beak, and that cooing, oof, don't get me started. In the grand scheme of this otaku life, there's boyfriends, there's husbands, and then there's, Hatoful Boyfriend. Seriously, how can anyone hate this game? It's a dating sim with birds. We live in an age where birds have been given in-depth characteristics to the point of actually caring about your relationship with each one. We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Oh, Japan.
The Japanese are wrong. Then I don't want to be right. Well, that was my look at some Hatoful Boyfriend.
Do you agree with our list? What odd Japanese video game do you keep in your gaming collection? For more strangely awesome top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Okay, just getting set up here to stream some Hatoful Boyfriend, a game where you find love at a school for birds.